These moments once again come by. So much. Hello, hello, hello. It is Naomi's Light. I am here with you right now as I'm waiting on my family. They went into the movies, so I'm just passing some time. And for some reason, I was just in a moment of tests. What is testing you right now? What is making you feel like, can this be real? Am I really going through this kind of situation? So that's where I'm at right now. That's why it's called testing, testing, one, two, three. Can you hear me? Do you feel me? Can you see me? That's what God is saying right now to you. Are you listening? Are you checking out for what is really in your power right now? Or are you letting it slip you by? For real. That's where I'm at right now. There's been so many things that have been happening that it's just like, dude, is this real? Hey, my love. So it's like, for real, are you really going through these tests? And do you really feel that you're overcoming them? Or do you feel like, yo, this is a little bit more than I can handle? Either way, we're going to look to see what our sacred medicine cards are saying today. Okay? Because I know I've been going through it for a minute. It's starting to rain. Hold on, let me roll my window. I've been going through it for a minute. And I'm just like, God, where you at? Angels, I need you. So I know if I'm going through it, like I always say, I know if I'm going through it, then I have other people that are in my circles that are going through the same thing. So let's just see what the cards are saying. You know me. Oh, they just flipping over. You know me. I want to start us off with a little prayer. So go ahead and take your 3 deep inhalations. The first one is the love that you feel for yourself. The second one is the love that you feel for your family. And the third one is the love that you feel for the world. Okay. She says, I've been pushing myself. Sorry, I've been pushing my uncomfortable self out of my comfort zone big time this week. I'm finally listening. Okay. Big time. Big time this week. And for the last couple of weeks, the word has been compassion. And it's like, okay, why is compassion coming up? Because really, in all actuality, have you been giving yourself compassion? Have you been compassionate with yourself? Have you been forgiving yourself? Have you been gentle with yourself? So it's like, we give everybody else these luxuries and these comforts, but we don't do it for ourselves. And it's like, are you really allowing yourself to do that with all the things that you're going through right now? Are you really truly allowing yourself those points of, I need to rest, so I'm going to rest. I need to eat, so I'm going to eat. I need to, shower, so I'm going to shower. Have you really given yourself those things? I need to get away from my family, so do you go out? You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you give yourself that comfort? Okay, we do that for everybody else. Okay, we're always ready to lay our last dime down for somebody else, but do you do that for yourself? And that's where I've been really dealing with that, because it's like, I can be compassionate for everybody else around me. Or the other thing is, you're compassionate to everyone else around you, but when it comes down to your family, you're like, oh, well, they should know better. No, they shouldn't. They need compassion just like everybody else does. So it's like, okay, so hopefully everybody's taking their 3 deep breaths. I know I started talking. Excuse me. Thank you, Father God, Allah, Buddha, Teo, whatever it is that you call your higher power. Give him thanks today, letting him know that you really, truly appreciate the opportunities that are granted to you today, tomorrow, and the next day. Allowing that to permeate through your soul and letting him know that you are giving him full power over you as a person right now, to use you in the way that he wants to, and to let him know and the spirits know that you're open to new things coming into your way, that you're not going to stand in your way anymore, that you're going to be that open vessel that they're asking you to be. Right now, I'm asking that our ancestors, our archangels, our spirit guides, our guardian angels, and our spirit animals to come into this place to surround us and comfort us. I'm asking right now, God, that you send down your crystalline light and encompass us in that bubble of protection and love. I'm asking Archangel Michael to stand before us for our protection, Archangel Raphael to stand to our left for our healing, Archangel Uriel to stand behind us for our wisdom, and Archangel Hanael to stand to our right for our feminine wise and power. Ashe, amen, namaste, so it is, and so it will be. Okay, I'm taking a day of rest today, and I have been upping the self love lately, and I wasn't for a while. See, this is what I'm talking about. So it's like, we have to give ourselves that leeway, that space to just be. A lot of times we're always doing, moving. And it's like, no, we don't need to do all of that right now. So, and it's so funny because what was I just doing? I was being a storyteller. So that's what's coming up for us right now. We have storyteller, and that's connections. Again, having that connection with yourself, having that connection with the universe, having that connection with your tribe, or having connection with people right now, and reconnecting yourself with the earth. Okay, and it's very important. A lot of people don't think that that the earth is going to give them something, but it does. It gives you the strength to keep moving on. It gives you the strength to keep going in your life right now, if you just allow it to come into you and come into your spirit. Okay, and you have to remember, with storytelling, that's how our ancestors used to do it. They didn't write down everything was word of mouth. So right now you should be feeling that pull to go within yourself so that you can get that understanding, so that you can be relatable that way. And then some of you are really good storytellers yourselves. Okay, you will allow your experiences to be your guide. So you're allowing your experiences to take preference, or not preference, precedence over just the realities. Okay, so that's what they want you to know. They want you to tell your story, open up, make those new connections, allow yourself to be a connection, because you know people and people know you. So some people don't know exactly who to go to and what, but you do. I really feel that somebody out there is like a connector. They connect people, they connect places, and they connect things together. Okay, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to be that connection. Stop holding back. Oh, well, a lot of people do this, especially now. If there's a way to make money, and they're doing it, they're like, oh, hush hush about it. But it's like, who are you hushing from? Share that. I try to be about it, but I'm just like not about that thing. But something that somebody else doesn't know, or how to find out about something that somebody else doesn't. I always tell my people, go to Pinterest. Okay, Pinterest is where I get a lot of information from. I'm not a Google chick, but I do use Pinterest a lot, and Pinterest is a plethora of information. Look, they have all kind. Look, you want to learn needlepoint? You can go to Pinterest. You want to learn about ruins? You can go to Pinterest. You want to learn about sewing? You can go to Pinterest. You know what I'm saying? You want to know how to decorate your home on a budget? You can go to Pinterest. So Pinterest is my go-to. I love Pinterest. Okay, so Pinterest is definitely my go-to. And then when you're doing that, you start to see miracles unfold. You start to see, once you start sharing your story, and once you start stepping out of your comfort zone, and once you start doing the things that God is asking you to do, and you're listening to spirit, and you're allowing spirit to just lead you to where you need to go, you start seeing miracles coming out of the woodworks. I really do. Okay, the jingle dress. I really do see that. There's been plenty of times where I myself have shared my experiences, shared my gift, and didn't have certain things. And then all of a sudden, boom, they would show up. So it's like, I'm not telling everybody just to do it because the miracles are going to come, but I'm telling you to do it because it's needed. Okay? That's me. Just like, don't like being judged. I took a huge step out of the spiritual closet last night and did my first interview, but knowing that some of my family is very judgmental. I saw that and I totally forgot to get on. I saw the thing, I loved it, and I forgot to set my alert to let me know that it was happening. I saw that. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch it if it's available. Okay. But let me read you the jingle dress. Okay, it says during the 1918 flu pandemic, a little girl had fallen deadly ill and was unable to recover. Her father had a vision of dancers wearing a dress with 4 rows of jingling metal bells. And when sick children saw the dance, she joined in, and the medicine poured through the movement of her feet, curing her. This medicine comes forward to teach you to believe in the possibilities of healing and the existence of miracles. What miracles do you want to in at this time? The energies around you now are open to bright, brilliant possibilities. If you could wave a magic wand, what would you wish for? Your healer guides, ancestors, and animal spirits are gathering around you to deliver answers to your prayers. Everything is possible. Just as the little girl was cured by the medicine of the jingle dress, you too hold the capacity of something equal as powerful coming to you now. Where in your life do you need miracles to touch you? Where have you felt stuck and hopeless? There is an opportunity for your situation to shift in a different beneficial direction. Stay open to circumstances changing, for miraculous happenings are here. And I just lost the card. Okay. Yes, it's pinned to the top of the good. I want to see it. Because I was like, what? Debbie is going to be doing an interview? I was like, wait. I was excited, okay, because I know it's been a long time coming for you to really step out of it. I know you've been in the grins, but it's like she's still, trying to hide in the little group. I said, when is she going to blossom out of it? So I'm so happy to see that you did. And then again, I was just talking about how the earth, excuse me, heals you. And what did it say? He said, your healer guides, ancestors, and animals are here gathering around you to deliver prayers. Okay? They're asking you to do this. They're asking you to come out. It says, the medicine poured through the movement of her feet, curing her. When she hit that ground with her feet and she was doing the dance and her feet was breaking up that dust and bringing it to the air, it was filling her up. So the earth is here to replenish you, to help you heal, as long as you're listening and following and being that. Okay? I'm really feeling those two things are going together. I can't reach my hand down there and get my card to show you again. But it's just getting up out of your comfort zone, like you said. Maybe you they say when your voice is shaky, baby, keep on going, right? So maybe sometimes when you start to do the talk and you might be a little bit shaky and you might be a little bit nervous or you might be real nervous. Look, she says I was so nervous. So you might have that nervousness about you, but when you start talking and you really start getting into your groove and you're talking about something that you love, it works. Just like some people, they love to dance. When they get out there onto the dance floor, there's no stopping them. They don't talk much, but there's no stopping them when they get on that dance floor. You know how Michael Jackson was. He was very, soft spoken. But when he got up on the dance floor and he was out there performing, couldn't nobody tell him he wasn't the shit. That's you. When you get into your zone, and it's like, okay, I'm not comfortable where I'm at, but when I get into my zone, I'm doing my thing. I'm being me. I'm an open book. I'm a usable vessel. That's what they're asking you to do right now. They're asking you to shake it up. They're asking you to jingle the bells on the look. They're asking you to jingle them bells. Get yourself moving. Get yourself out there. Okay? That's what they're asking you to do. They're asking you just to keep showing yourself, keep showing up for yourself. Okay. Once I got going, yup, it was just flowing out of you. That's why I said I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see you blossom. I want to see you develop that. And don't stop just there. Why you think I'm here on YouTube? You might be catching me on Facebook, but I'm on YouTube too because I'm like, you know what? I they want me to come out of the box. They said you did it on TikTok, you can do it again. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm like, okay, let's see what we can do on YouTube. Okay. Okay, so we have the winged ones. Look at that. Didn't I just say that? Trust your intuition. The winged ones, trust your intuition. Sometimes when you're standing outside and you hear that wind blowing, and sometimes you can hear that little whisper that comes with the wind. I know I stand outside and I do it. Delectable 77. No, Naomi's Light is one, but I'm the one that I'm working with is Delectables 77. If you look down in the description box, you'll see my link tree and you'll see all my links on there and it'll tell you which one to really go to. But yes, so what I'm feeling right now is you just have to be trusting yourself, not just trusting of what's around you, but trusting yourself that you're hearing correctly because you are, that you're feeling correctly because you are, that you're seeing correctly because you are. Look, I even got down to tasting stuff. When I do readings for people, I can taste what they're tasting or if they're eating something. So believe it. Don't don't hold that back. Okay. And sometimes you smell things. I know a lot of times I'll be walking through my house and I can smell jasmine. And I know good and damn well I don't have no jasmine in my house, but I can smell that jasmine. And I know when I smell that jasmine, that's one of my ancestors coming through, letting me know that they're there, letting me know that they're ready to communicate. So that's when I go into meditation. Okay, because you have to meditate, you have to get to know yourself again, you have to know which spirits are for you and which spirits are not for you, because there are spirits out here that are trying to deceive the chosen people. There are people out here, people, okay, and spirits out here trying to deceive us, but you know when it's feeling right. Okay, talking about smells, I get when archangels come in the night and came in last night. Okay, this is the funniest thing because I was dealing with somebody and they just didn't smell right to me. It was like an off smell. It wasn't body odor. You know what body odor smells like, but they just smelled real dirty, but not, I don't know how to explain it. But it was funny because my spirit was telling me, don't go real close to that person. Don't let that person touch you. And it was like, okay, don't let that person touch me. Later on in that night, another lady came and she was like, yo, this person actually touched me and I felt different. I felt a whole different. I felt coldness come over me. And it was like, these people that are around you that, are trying to talk to you sometimes are carrying spirits on them. So you have to be mindful of that when you let people touch you. I don't let people touch me. That's just me. I don't. I very rarely shake hands with people. If I'm around somebody, I'll probably give them like an elbow bump or something like that, but I don't really allow people in my bubble. But let me see what number 26 is saying to us. It says, the winged ones, trust. In our sacred prayers, we often call upon four-legged, two-legged, winged ones, swimmers, crawlers, plant people, and rock people. The winged ones are an important part of creation. Watching the winged ones in nature is a glorious experience. That is so funny because I saw an owl. You usually don't see owls during the day. Okay, you really don't see owls during the day, but I did, and it was just so that for me is like a majestic bird. Okay. So it's like I seen him, and owls, they talk about how owls are wise ones. So I was like, well, what is it that they want to say? So I was like listening. I was trying to see if I hear them hoot. As babies, the, as babies, we see their parents gather food and nesting materials, and we see them take their first leap of faith as they fly. When we see them soar, we learn the power of leaning in to and harnessing the wind that can carry us. There is so much wisdom and beauty they carry. The winged ones trust that they will be taken care of. Some travel for thousands of miles in their migration patterns, knowing that they will find the nectar to feed their bellies. Others trust that shelter will be there when the rain comes. This is calling for you to trust all creations as your back. You are fully and deeply supported, just like the baby bird leaving the nest and leaping into the unknown. You too are held by the earth, the land, the wind, and the trees. The winged ones are here offering you sweetness and courage, nurturement and support. They offer you powerful flapping and fluttering energy to honor your forward moving. It's time to lean into trust. Okay? So trusting spirit, trusting what, like I said, trusting what you're hearing, because it's not for somebody else. It's not just a figment of your imagination. If you're feeling it, go with it. Don't allow anything to make you back down, especially if you really, really know that it's for you. And you do. And you do. Look at that. The next card up, Plantkin sensitivity. I just told you that you know when it's for you. And that's lavender, yes. So you know. Look at this. I just talked about ancestors, and here we go with, excuse me, past life medicine, remembering. When you tap into yourself, when you tap into everything that's around you, I'm sorry, I'm looking around me. When I'm out and about, I always look around me. I don't never just keep my eyes here. So I'm sorry if I'm not focusing on you guys, but it's coming to me in all different ways. Um, Past life medicine, remembering who you were. A lot of us were shamans. A lot of us were medicine women. A lot of us were herbalists back in our past lives. So right now they're asking you to remember that. A lot of us were prophets. Okay. A lot of us were able to see beyond sight. A lot of us were able to deal with the spirit realm. I know a lot of us right now are dealing with the spirit realm and can see the spirit realm and do communicate with the spirit realm. Okay. And I'm not just talking about God and ancestors. I'm talking about all the spirits that are here that are lost, and the spirits that have passed on and come back to make noise, to be heard, to be seen, because they want their loved ones to know something, or they want to prepare their loved ones for something. I know that we have those people that are here because the medicine, look, the sacred medicine comes up, the calling right now. You're doing what you're called to do. So don't feel like everything is a test. You know why? Look at this. I'm telling you, I'm just pulling them off the top. Worth. Because you're worthy of it. You were definitely worthy of it. Everything that's coming to you is worthy. I had a past life recession session, and I was a shaman and a chief of the tribe in a past life. See, I'm telling y'all, we were important people, and we just keep recycling. And it's recycling to either learn something or to bring forth so that we can teach others. Okay? We're learning to trust ourselves. We're learning to remember. Look at this. And the next card up is Roots Reconnection. We're learning to, like, and I was just about to say that, we're learning to reconnect with ourselves, with our past lives, with our past loved ones, because they're coming back in now. These young babies that are starting to come back in, they've been here plenty of times before. Your children, okay, if you have young children, they've been here before. They're here to help move us along in our paths. Even my daughter, ever since she was 4, she was helping me with my healing life, with my healing business. So she's been here before. She was an alchemist. She was able to put things together that normal people wouldn't know nothing about. Okay, so your children, don't shut them down. They're spiritual beings. They're really here to help you help the next generation move forward. Okay, we're leaving them a lot of stuff on their plates, but it's worth it. And they'll be using it too. Look at this. Didn't I just say that? Pieces, mosaic. Didn't I just say we're pieces of puzzles to be put together? They're helping us piece it together. They're here for a reason. Okay. I don't believe that anybody just got pregnant by mistake. It might have been a mistake in your eyes, but it wasn't a mistake in your path. Do you understand me? God didn't make a mistake. It was not a mistake in your path. Okay. So believe that. Even if you don't have children, you have nieces and nephews that are looking to you for guidance. Don't shut them down. Don't shut them down. Raise them up. Let them know that they're loved. Let them know that they're supported. Let them know that they're not alone. I keep saying this. The next generation really has a lot of baggage that they're unpacking. We are generational curse breakers. We are the generational curse breakers. We acknowledge the curses that have been passed down through the generations, and we're here to break them. But what do you think that the next generation is here to do? They're here to set it straight, set it right. Okay. What else do I have? Yes, look, I just said that. Basically, they're here to transform the world. They're fire sparks. They're here to help the world transform to the better earth, to the new earth or whatever. We think that we're ushering it in, but they're here to help rebuild it. Look at that. Look. Pathways. Creation story. Didn't I just say that? They're here to help create the new earth. Okay? How receptive are you about to be? Hey, Divine Free Spirit, how are you doing, my love? How receptive are you about to be? How are you going to let it in? How are you going to let them shine their light just as much as you're trying to shine your light right now? That's why I keep saying they are. When you read in the Bible and it says that we are the light of the world, they are the light of the world. She says, I love this. Thank you so much. I'm appreciative that you're appreciative of the gifts that I'm bringing out right now as I'm waiting for Maya. Today's Maya's birthday. So she's watching a movie with her daddy. And I had some business to take care of. So I let them have their father-daughter time. Again, fostering these relationships. That's what you're here for. You're not here to keep them. Let me back up. If you're separated or you've never been married and you have children with somebody, okay, you are not here to break those barriers. You are here to foster these relationships, especially if you came from a broken home. You don't want them to feel like they're not wanted by the other parent when you know that other parent really wants to be in their life. I've never, no matter how many times I've done it, I've never not once let my kids go to where they wanted to be. Okay? So I'm telling you right now, let them decide whether they want to be a part of that person's life or not. Not you to decide. Allow them to decide. Allow them to make their own what's the word I want to say? I can't think of the word. The word is like right there on my tongue. Their own perceptions of that person. Never talk bad about the other person around that child. Never talk down. Never say. My favorite thing that I used to say to my kids, and I have to take it back now. You know what I mean? I always used to tell them, "You look just like your father. That's why you just gonna be like your father." Don't do that. Don't do that. And I'm here to tell you, don't do that. I did it one too many times, and now they act just like their father. But in a good way. They've taken both of us into that. And thank you for saying I'm amazing. I promise. Look, didn't I just say about your kids? Didn't I just say that? Reclamation of home, bringing it all back together. I just finished talking about that with the children, bringing it all back together. So remember that. We're here to foster relationships between each other and others, not to break them down and not to make them feel like they don't belong. They do belong. They belong more than we do if you really look at it. Okay? So we're 30 minutes in, and I don't want to take up any more of your time. So I am going to do a question. If you have a question that you want answered, go ahead and think on it, because I'm going to bring out the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle cards. And it's only 13 cards, but all 13 cards have different sayings on them. So they don't have to necessarily be a yes or no question. We're going to use the Crystal Ball pack. It does not have to be a yes or no question. It can be any question in your mind, anything that you want to know. Hello, everybody coming in. Thank you for stopping in. We're doing our question. So, whatever the question is that you have that you're thinking about, go ahead and think about it. Hold on. Whew. I'm good here. I'm down for whatever comes through from spirit. Okay. So let me just see if there was a card that flipped over in my hand. It must have turned right back up. Okay. So the answer to your question, this could be so many different things. The answer to your question is choose a new direction. Okay. Maybe you were thinking that you needed to do something first. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling somebody thought that they had to do something first before they continued what they were doing or tried something new or tried to do something a different way. Just like I was saying earlier, I did what I did on TikTok. Now it's time for me to come do it here on Facebook. Well, I started on Facebook, then I went to TikTok, and now I'm doing it on Facebook and YouTube. So maybe, whatever you thought that you had started before a different way, they want you to, still do it, but just think about it in a different way. Choose a new direction. Or maybe you were thinking about, I'm really hearing that because the next card up that I see is listen to your intuition. And we've been talking about that all day. Okay. So from what I'm feeling is somebody is trying to do something and they're like, well, maybe this way isn't the right way or this way won't work. And they're saying, well, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this and still get the same outcome. Okay. Still end up in the same section or still end up in the same place, even though you went a different way, even though you took a different direction with the whole situation. Okay. You want to build a business like me right now. Baking is good, but with everything being so much higher, it's like, okay, so another way to generate income. Okay, I'll do my readings, I'll do my healings, I'll, open up my yoni boxes back again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what they want you to do. They just want you to step out of your comfort zone, in which we've been doing. They want you to be able to take different steps and still do your job, if that makes sense. Okay, so if anybody is wanting a reading, you can go to my link tree and you can click on my website. Right now, I'm doing, because we're jumping into spring, I am doing half price spring sale, which is spring 50. That will allow you to get a general reading, a healing session, or a Yoni Scheme box half price. So when you go and you set up your time and you set up everything and you go to checkout, make sure you put in spring 50 to get your half off of your readings if you would like one. Okay. So I hope everybody that came in and everybody that's watching enjoyed their reading, enjoyed their help. Okay, you're not being tested. This is truly, truly, truly a work of your faith, a work of your intuition, a work of your ancestors talking to you. Okay, it is not a test. This is truly what they want you to do. And in order for you to walk into what you're getting into, yes, it's going to feel sometimes like, oh my God, am I really ready for this? Yes, yes, you are. Yes, yes, you are. I love you too, sweetheart. And I'm going to go look at your video, your interview video. So you said it's pinned up there, so I'm going to go check it out and give you some support also. So I appreciate everyone for being here right now. And y'all know me, I love y'all, and y'all take care, because I'm Naomi's Light, and I'm out.